Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're doing a deck profile. Crystal Beasts. I super enjoy this deck, to be honest. There's a lot of room to do what you want with this. The extra deck is super toolbox. There's not a lot of archetype specific cards, and the main deck we're trying to build in a way that you can actually play it and not just turbo out one specific boss monster. So 2 Rainbow Dragon. Obviously the boss monster you need at least 2 because it facilitates one of the spells we'll look at later. 1 Neos, we're obviously playing Rainbow Neos, super good for breaking your opponent's board. 2 Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, super good new card. 3 Pegasus is one of the starters in the deck, crucial to run 3. 2 copies of Ruby Carbuncle, goes really well with Golden Rule. You need 2 in the deck. 1 copy of each of the Trash Beasts. They're basically there only to facilitate the use of the rest of the deck. Hand traps, we're looking 3 Ash Blossom and 2 Ghost Ogre. Level 3 tuners for a reason. We do run Power Tool Dragon. It helps us get to Golden Rule if we don't top deck it at the start of a match. So some monsters in this one. For the spells, we're running 3 copies of Golden Rule. Super good new card. It makes Crystal Beast more playable than it's ever been before. And it actually onlines a lot of the older cards that would have been considered quite bad for a time. Crystal Bond, again one of the starters in the deck, really lets you get Ruby if you don't draw straight into it. Rainbow Bridge gives you whatever piece of the puzzle you're currently missing. 2 Rainbow Bridge of the Heart, really good for just helping you build a solid board in that you get 2 normal summons. Awakening, you're gonna have Rainbow Dragon off of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, so that helps you search out whatever you missed as well. Rare value and Beacon would have been crap, but with Golden Rule they're playable. It onlines them both straight away. 2 Neos Fusion, of course, for obvious reasons, and Double or Nothing because we do run the U-Double package to give us an OTK. For the traps, 1 Crystal Miracle, Omni Negate. You can search it out super easy. It's just good for setting up additional defense if you go first. 2 Imperm, obviously only 2 because this deck really does need as much in-engine cards as humanly possible. For the extra deck, Rainbow Neos, of course, as I said, good board clearance, and it's a heavy hitter in the deck at 4.5k. Overdragon, really easy to get out. You can get it out turn 1 with this deck. Overdrive, if your opponent hits you with Zeus or breaks your backboard, you win with Overdrive. We're not trying to get to it, we're not turboing to it like a lot of decks do, but it's there as a plan B. Power Tool, it gets you to Golden Rule. Super important card, and you can use it as material with IP to go into BLS, which we'll come to in a minute. He's a good curveball actually, but yeah, we'll touch on that more in a sec. Baguska, lots of level 4s in this deck, really good turn 1 card. Dugaris lets us loot Pegasus, which helps us get to Overdragon. Of course, the U-Double package there. Lots of level 4s in the deck. U-Double's really good on its own. And then of course Zeus, we can attack in with Baguska once he's out of mats or whatever. IP, of course, Unicorn. Phoenix, just because there's room in the deck, don't really need it. Apo is a good one to go into on your opponent's turn. And then 2 BLS. Now 2 BLS. BLS is great in this deck. Super underrated card actually, but if you end board with Baguska and IP in the extra zone of course, as a link monster it's unaffected by Baguska. If you've got Power Tool on the field from searching out Golden Rule, or you've got Rainbow Dragon, which might be the case if you play Golden Rule and you set him off of Crystal Bond, for example, you go into BLS on your opponent's turn. If you chain it if they're trying to break your board, and then BLS is indestructible, you've got a heavy monster that they can't necessarily get through. It can sort of terminate their play. Honourable side deck mentions Eclipse, because this deck eats Nibiru for breakfast with all the specials, and Econ helps facilitate the OTK with U-Double, because he can't attack directly, it needs to hit into an attack position monster unless you target something else like Rainbow Neos or BLS. So let's look at some matches now in Master Duel and actually see how the deck plays. So this first match here, we're actually going to end up against a Runick player. kind of dead first hand, to be totally honest with you. This would not be a fantastic starting point in a real match. He sets up Runick Wings, Fountain, and he's sitting on a few little doozies in hand. So we were fortunate enough to top just the card we needed, which means we can get Bond with Bridge. Bond gets us straight to Ruby Carbuncle. Set CBRD, Golden Rule, 2 Pegasus, summon Ruby, activate Ruby, Pegasus, chain 2 Pegasus. Now that lets us get Amethyst Cat out, and we always do a second CBRD. Into IP here, always a good starting point, because whatever else we do, it helps to have cards in grave. Now I go into Utopia here because I got a bit of a plan. So we banish him, get out Tiger, 3, BLS under IP, makes him much harder to get rid of, and then Rainbow Neos for the big boss. He tries to hit it with Flash and Fire, Neos Fusion saves the day. Now the plan here is to use BLS into Runick Wings and then Utopia with double or nothing to hit for 9k, go for game with Rainbow Neos. Fortunate we got the Ash there, and of course he scoops, he's got nothing. So let's have a look at another example. Much better starting hand this time, this is fantastic. So Bridge gets us Golden Rule. We're going to use Bridge again because with Ruby and Golden Rule, if we can get one other summon, we can full board. So we go for Awakening, Ruby, 2 Pegasus, chain 1, chain 2, and as before we're going to go for Amethyst Cap and CBRD. I just have a mental map of who goes where with the Crystal Beast there on the back row. So we go Tiger because he's level 4, summon Eagle, 2 for IP as always. Now we could go Baguska, but I know we can full board here, which is why we don't do that. So IP, we're going to go into Dugaris this time. Dugaris are timeless. Activate Dugaris to loop back 1 Pegasus. That gives us Crystal Beast number 6, Awakening. Reveal Rainbow Dragon that we had off CBRD. That gives us a Pegasus from deck for Crystal Beast number 7. So we can go Rainbow Dragon turn 1, Rainbow Dragon for Over Dragon, and then we're going to go format Apo here. Neos Fusion for Rainbow Neos. Now the only thing that could have made this better is if we had Crystal Miracle on the back row. Fortunately we rolled some self-kill deck, but regardless this would have been an absolute killer board for turn 1. And of course we just take game. So let me know in the comments what you think of the deck. I've tried to build something that's a little bit different. We're not turboing straight to overdrive. I've tried to build something that can actually play against different decks that you're actually going to come against in today's scene. Now competitively there are things you could do to improve the deck, I think, but this is the best format that I've found, the best ratios that I've found, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So do you like Crystal Beasts? What are you playing at the moment? Leave a comment, let me know, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more deck profiles this week. Thanks, see you later.